Today we're going to take a look at this guy. The Floodlight Cam E340 from Eufy. The question is, if you were to pick just one camera to install in your backyard or front yard, wouldn't a floodlight cam be a good choice? I mean, I think so, because then you get that lighting edition as well as the camera, the video capturing function. So you get the security aspect of like bright lighting and capturing whoever's coming, and you have the practical aspect of just, you know, illuminating your area and just keeping an eye on whatever's going on. Now this E340 cam from Eufy, it's got very bright lighting, it's got excellent cameras, and it's got a lot of functionality and options in terms of software and the app and capturing and all of that. So let's take a look at this one today. Okay, floodlight camera. So we got a big box.
I want.
Quite the packaging. Quite large. Wow. Okay, some mounts here.
The stuff is in here.
Okay, what do we have? I believe is to charge it or hook it up or something.
Oh, it's virus.
It is for that, isn't it? Big S-hook. Okay. For a situation like this, I mean, you have two options. I mean, if you have a location for this already set up, then you will mount it and then you will connect the wires directly where they are. Another option, which makes it a little bit more flexible, is to connect this and create like a plug that you can plug into the wall if you want to be able to move it around or whatever. And that's what we're going to do today. So basically we have a hot ground and a neutral here. We have a hot ground neutral as well, and so we want to feed these right through here and then connect it to a plug that goes into the wall. This is a 20 amp outlet. You could also use a 15 amp one. This is what I happen to have on hand here. So this case comes off here, and this is a little setup here where you can connect this and feed this through to get a little bit neater. So first we need to actually kind of feed this through here. We can connect these together and then clean it up. Live is black, green is ground, and white is neutral. Try these now. Set up the thing. I'm gonna take off the covers here. You can definitely see that we got some big LED lights under here. Now Eufy suggests that you first install the camera by plugging it in using the USB wire to activate it and going through the motions to recognize it in the app. And then once that's taken care of, you remove the USB cord and then plug in the main AC wire. The unit is going to calibrate and move around and do its thing, and then we're ready to use it. We're all installed. Okay.
That's the lowest.
Uh-huh.
Medium.
Cool.
Brightest.
Figured it'd be cool to test out a couple of spots to see what the lighting is before settling on a final area for it. I mean, garage I guess is a good idea, but I like the idea of kind of light, like getting a lot of light in different areas of the backyard here would be cool. Right now I have this on a board so that it temporarily can be hooked up.
It's freezing out here.
Yeah. Darwin. So what do we have here? We have 360-degree viewing, which means that the camera can spin all around. But you can also pan it and move it by yourself in the app if you want to. You can move it up, tilt and pan. You want to bring it up and down. Maybe you're not right where it's supposed to be. We can set the alarm if we want to do that. The other thing we can do is talk through here.
I see you out there.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Now in terms of securing this, as you can see right now, is towards the back. You can also put it so it is towards the top of it. Now let's take a look at the settings here, because there's a lot of different settings that we can use. Right now we have motion activated light turn on. Again, this is in the middle right now. Maybe we should turn it on so it's even brighter. Light activation mode right now is fast. You can also have it to be smart. So it will turn on only when a moving person or a vehicle is detected. Now this is kind of cool. I mean, because the fast just means, you know, any motion whatsoever and it will turn on. So if there's a bird that flies by or there's a leaf that falls down, it's going to turn on. And you don't really want that because, you know, if you're sitting inside and then you see a light turn on, it can be kind of distracting. You go out and checking and it was just the wind blowing, you know, a branch around. So smart is the way to go, especially if you want, you know, just moving people or vehicles coming up. And this is where the AI technology come into play here, where it can differentiate between a person and a car. Timer for light. So this is how long the lights will stay on for a fixed period of time after the motion is detected. So right now it's just for 30 seconds, which I think is pretty good. I've been kind of playing around with it and, you know, it stays on for a little bit, enough for you to go inside or close the door or whatever you're doing. But you can set it up to 15 minutes if you want to do that. Detection range. Okay, this is kind of cool. This right here is not ideally high enough. It's supposed to be 8 feet is the ideal position in terms of height. I'm 5'8", so this is just like what, 6 feet or something like that. So ideally you should be a little bit higher than this, but you can set the detection range. Privacy zone is kind of cool. So you can actually set, like, within this camera, don't film this area, don't film this area. So we have it set to color night vision. You can also have black and white night vision. I was doing this test with my son. So I want you to walk that way and I'm gonna walk this way. And we're gonna see who the camera captures. By the way, he's dressed like this because he's obsessed with some obscure superhero slash robot right now that he's dressed up as. And it seems to me that whoever it first caught on to, we did a couple tests, but whoever the camera first looked caught, that's the one that they kept tracking. No, it captured me.
It's capturing me now.
But then there was one instance where we kind of moved across and then it did switch.
It doesn't capture me, it's capturing you.
Oh, it did, it took me, okay. It switched. I guess with whoever is the closest in view, maybe. So here's the lowest light, and then it can go all the way up to that. You can also set it if you wanted to just gradually turn on as it gets darker, you know, and there's this ambient light mode where it doesn't just like pop on, but it's just kind of a soft, where the lights turns on rather slowly. Okay, and that's the max. How bright something is, like the lights, it's actually rather difficult to capture in on a camera when you have different settings and all that. I mean, if you look at the evening footage, you can see it better, how bright 2000 lumens are. This certainly lights up the area. It's quite bright. Of course, it's rather low right now, so I guess if you had it up high and you're shining down, it will illuminate quite well, but it's much brighter than our other lights, that's for sure. So just from the point of view of getting a really good light to see what's going on, somebody comes in to field of view and it turns on. So it's kind of interesting from that point of view that the lighting becomes a lighting source for your area, but also a security feature. Because it's definitely jarring when you're just walking by and then that bright light comes in your face in the dark. And then with the addition of the camera capturing whatever's going on as well, you have two of those things going on. This also has the option for 24/7 recording. So there is two options here. You can put a card, an SD card inside the unit. You can also hook it up to an external hard drive, so the Eufy home base, to continuously capture the footage. One of the big things here is, of course, no monthly fees. This is with all of these Eufy cameras, that you get access to the software and all of the different features. Pay upfront for the products, but then you don't have to think about that you have to pay for these these on like monthly. And I think that is so in terms of the cameras, because we have two here, right? So we have the 2K telephoto lens. So that is a 3 times optical zoom at 1.6 f aperture. And then we also have the 3K wide angle lens. That's 135-degree field of view at the same 1.6 f aperture. So we have two different cameras that kind of complement each other. And because you have this hybrid zoom option, you can see the whole picture, whether or not you want to do a wide angle or whether you want to like get closer in on something. So that is kind of nice. You can see every detail in 3K resolution when you are live shooting or recording. So down here we have this menu we can move through where we can hit record. If we want to record it, we can turn the sound on or off. We can talk through. Hello, hello. We can also pan and tilt, up or down, move around. We can turn on the light if we want, light on or off. We can take a screenshot, save the photo album. Hello. We can turn on night vision, black and white or color, or you can have a setting for what you want. You can do the AI tracking, enable or disable. You can turn around 360 degrees if you want to do that. So what do you think? Would you pick this up for your front yard, your backyard? Do you like the recording features as well as the lighting? Those are the parts that I think are really cool about this particular product. I want to thank Eufy for collaborating with me on this video. So I have worked with them now and I have tested out a couple of their different products, and it's been really fun because it's fun to get a chance to try out different kind of technology and things like that I normally wouldn't get a chance to get a look at. I think the software within this whole Eufy suite is pretty neat. There's so many different options and ways to customize it, and ways, you know, how much do you want to record, how sensitive things should be, all of that. So definitely a useful thing. Now we live in the country. We have some neighbors around, but you know, there are no walking traffic around here. But I definitely like to be able to keep an eye on what's going on at night. I mean, sometimes there's deer and we can hear coyotes and things like that. So there's more wildlife to be worried about than anything. We're not worried about, but there's more wildlife activity than anything. I guess the thing is, we're living out here in the country, it's pitch black at night, there are no street lights or anything like that, so it gets dark, especially when there's no moon at night. So systems like this, that provide like a lot of lighting and extra security features, I think are kind of cool, just to kind of put your mind at rest as to what's going on. And I like that you can just go on your phone and you can do the live viewing. Like before you go to bed, okay, I just want to check what's going on outside, or you hear something, you can just do it from your phone. It is very practical. You can do it if you're not home as well. I really appreciate you guys watching. Let me know if you have any questions or comments below. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. It's been cold recording this. It's a cold day today and I got my heater cranking, but it is cold. I'm gonna go in and get something warm to drink. So have a good one and I'll see you soon. Bye.